Hello everybody, and today we find ourselves at Pretoria Boys High, an institution of a place here in South Africa and obviously in the schooling scene. We're standing in front of a building that Heno tells me is a national monument, and I am joined by Heno, who's obviously one of the teachers here. And Heno, thank you for hosting us here at Pretoria Boys High for the fourth leg in the Cycle Lab Mountain Bike School Series. We're really looking forward to it.
So Pretoria Boys High is about to celebrate its 125th year, so we're busy preparing for those celebrations. Yeah, there are a couple of guys that are obviously looking for that top step, and they're not going to have anyone challenge them on their home grounds. So they're really welcoming any challenges to their little piece of the title.
Obviously not everybody knows the course as well as the learners here at Pretoria Boys High. So today I'd like to go around, do a little bit of a course review so we can tell everybody else what they're in for, and I'm hoping you can join us.
No, definitely, I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you. And Heno, thanks again. We appreciate it, and thank you for having us.
Thanks so much, Finn.
So how far is it? How far is the course roughly, Heno?
It's roughly about 5.5 kilometers.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, with about 75 meters of climbing.
Okay, that's amazing. It felt like that, but it's not all flat, is it? There are a few sections in there that will catch the guys off guard, like Suicide Hill.
Suicide Hill is going to be the big climb there, and Jono is also acting as our vice captain this year, supporting Bradley Eager, so we're looking forward to having the two of them lead us for the next 2 years.
Brilliant. Jono, you feeling confident about your chances here at Pretoria Boys High on a track that you know very well? Perfect. Right guys, let's go check out the track at Pretoria Boys High. Okay, so we are standing in the location of the start chute. As with most of the courses that happen at a school, it's on the rugby field and it's fairly innocuous, very flat, but we've tried to give you guys as much room as possible to pass. So this is a nice long drag that takes you onto the course itself. Okay, so about 800 meters from the start, we're going to get to what is probably the first narrowing of the course. I really like that because there is so much space for the guys to ride.
No, absolutely. It's probably one of my favorite sections of the track. It's nice and fast, it's on gravel. The guys are really enjoying it, and there's a lot of space to challenge for position. And then, yeah, like I said, this is the first section that actually narrows, that the guys are looking forward to jockey for position.
Okay, so behind us here is a little sort of hill, and it's important to get here, and it's roughly about 1 kilometer from the start, right, Heno?
Yeah, that's round about right.
Okay, so it's important for you to have good track position here. So particularly in that first lap, you want to work really hard, because this also signals, once you get to the top of this little hill, signals the start of the single track, and then overtaking becomes a little bit more tricky. Okay, so just after the first bit of single track on the field, what you're going to find is this hairpin bend to your right. As you can see, Jono's taking it. Just take your time there, guys. Let's not have any falls. Okay, so after about 1.5 kilometers on the course, and you've just come through this beautiful little section through the school, you come across what is probably my favorite part of the entire, track, and that is the single track here at Pretoria Boys High.
It is. There are a lot of little berms there as well, and it just, like I said earlier, the European feel to the African race, and this is exactly where it starts. Right,
so a little while into the single track, you come across a very short section, and it's the first big climb on the single track, and I think this is really where you can separate yourself from the field if you give it a little bit of gas. Right, Heno, here we are at the bottom of the notorious Suicide Hill, and I imagine it's named that way because this is a killer.
It's an absolute killer. You can see I've got a big smile here. I like climbing, and I know the boys that like climbing, and the girls, they're going to absolutely love this hill.
Yes, and I think again, it's another section of the course where you can separate yourself from the field if you've got a little bit left in the gas.
Yeah, this is a great section for the climbers, and this is where they're going to distinguish themselves from the rest of the field.
And obviously, as the race goes on, it's going to get tougher and tougher. But seriously, guys, look out for Suicide Hill. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it.
Absolutely.
Right guys, the route takes you right in front of the main building here at Pretoria Boys High, and you can see it behind me. It is a magnificent structure. But another reason to take note is this is also where one of the medics will be stationed during the race. Okay, so after you pass the main building, we're going to go through the little bit of the school. There's a small climb. You're going to cross the field. There's also some single track through the forest. And as you come out of the forest section, you're going to turn right into this, which is less than a kilometer to the finish. So be cognizant of that. If you're in the contention for medals, or if you're just racing, this is where your finish line or the finish stretch is going to start. Okay, so that's a wrap here for the track at Pretoria, boys. Our course review went very well. It's a track that I really enjoyed. It's an amazing blend of single track through the forest, and also, you know, it meanders through the school itself. So I know you guys are going to enjoy it. Guys, thank you for showing us around. We really appreciate it. We can't wait to bring the Cycle Lab Mountain Bike School Series to Pretoria, boys.